I promised you that I was going to share with you 5 things you must know before you start your online business. Tip number 1, you must pick a business that accomplishes those 3 things. Number 1, it needs to be something you are really good at. You need to develop those skill sets to be able to grow that business, because if you don't and if you're not good at it, there's 2 things that can happen. Number 1, that's going to tarnish your reputation as a business owner, and number 2, you are going to send your clients / customers to the competition. So you must be good at what you do. Number 2, you need to pick a business that you love, because like any business, you're going to have ups and downs, and you want to make sure that if you truly love what you do, this is going to make you keep going when times are hard. I've been working on my business for so long now. I've had nights, weekends. I've always been so driven because I had a vision in my head, and I was really excited about seeing my vision come to life. So the life you see today of me traveling the world and running my business from my laptop didn't happen yesterday. It's a long journey of me really loving what I do and keep working at it. And tip number 3, you need to pick a business that has a market for it. If no one is interested in what you do, chances are it's going to remain a hobby. So make sure that whatever business idea you are picking needs to have a market for it. You got to do your market research to figure out, is there a demand for this? One way to figure this out is actually go work backwards. Look at what people really need and then create a business or services to help that audience. It's actually the best way to do this. Help your audience, which is leading me on my second tip, which I'll tell you somewhere else. So let's go on. All right, everybody, I am so happy to be here. We now drove 2 hours from Lausanne, and it's freaking cold because we are 2,800 feet in altitude, and it's November. And we are on the German side of Switzerland. It's called the Seven Falls, or Staubach Falls. So if you look behind me, this is the fall right here. It goes up to 297 meters up. So it's really, really amazing to see. All right, I promised you 5 tips. So tip number 2, before you launch your business, make sure you pick something that the market needs. Now, we talked about the rule of 3, but now I want to go a little bit deeper there, because it's very important that if you are focusing on solving a specific problem for your audience, you are going to stay in business for a really long time. So think about, what does your audience need right now? And if you really don't know, do market research. Ask people, interview them, and then you'll have a better idea. But don't create something specifically because you think it's going to work or because you think you want to do that. Really create a need. That could be a service or a product, but it's very important that you are solving a problem. I'm going to give you an example. When I first started my business, I know I wanted to help women, but I wasn't really sure what to do. So one thing that I did is that I went on LinkedIn and I contacted a bunch of professional women, and I asked if they would be open to have a chat with me. And I offered to meet some of them in person for coffee in exchange of having a conversation. And one of my questions was, what is your biggest challenge in your business right now? And based on that, I was able to create programs to help women grow their business. And slowly, I've been asking again and again to make sure that I was providing something that people really needed. And that's why today I'm really focusing on helping them growing online using digital marketing. So that's really my niche, is start an online business and how to grow and scale it up. So that's tip number 2. Okay, I would like to give you my 3rd tip on what you need to know before you start your online business. So this one is a very important one. A lot of you are forgetting the marketing aspect of your business. So what I mean by that is, your business, your product or service is the most important part of your business with marketing. So marketing is a close second. which means that if you don't have, or if you're not planning on investing and having a marketing budget, your business is most likely going to fail. So you have to be really considering investing in marketing before you even launch your business, which includes paid advertising, how to build a brand, how to build an audience. All of this is money that needs to be invested in your business before you launch. Because if you are launching and you have no marketing funds established, I can guarantee you are going to fail. Obviously, you want to have your foundation right, having all the aspects of your business in place, but marketing budget is massively crucial to your business. That's my third tip for the day. All right, everybody, I am now in a new location, which is absolutely gorgeous. You can see it behind me. It's called The Rhone, and this is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, today I want to share with you tip number 4, what you need to know before you launch your online business. This is very crucial. You need to build an audience before you launch your products. Many entrepreneurs are so excited about launching a product or service that they forget to create the audience first, which results in then having a product or a service that is fantastic. You've worked your ass off to get it done. You got the website, you got the logo, you have everything that is amazing, and you forgot the most important thing, which is your audience. That's why we create pre-sale or pre-launch, just to test out your product and to make sure there's an audience for it. And also by doing that, you can make your product or service better by pre-launching, testing, getting reviews and testimonials, listening to the market, and then based on that, you will be able to make your product better for when you really launch it. And that will also allow you to have enough people ready to buy your product when you launch it. So tip number 4, have an audience before you launch your product or services. So, tip number 5, what I really need to tell you before you start a business, it's something that I've learned through this book called The E-Myth from Michael E. Gerber. And basically what it says is you need to have systems in place before you launch your business. Because if you don't do that, what's going to happen is you are going to be very much overwhelmed and you are not going to be able to scale up your business. You're going to find yourself doing everything about your business, which can be taking orders, cleanup, hiring, firing, and you cannot put all your time and energy into that. Your time and energy needs to be into your clients and your craft. The rest has to be delegated, and you want to have systems in place that allows you to do this. And when I talk about systems, I mean manuals, video trainings, anything that you can hand out to the next people who then you will be hiring for your business. So it's massively important that you think about your business as something that you can systemize so you can then scale up. In the E-Myth book, Michael E. Gerber share great examples of McDonald's. McDonald's is really the best way you can explain that. When you go to McDonald's, everything is systemized. They know exactly how much, the amount of lettuce they're gonna put in a burger. They know exactly the temperature of the meat. They know exactly what's the size of your drinks. Everything is systemized so they can then hire someone and then explain to them how to get the job done. And then you can scale up and focus on everything. Facebook's the same thing. Imagine Zuckerberg right now doing your ads. It would be crazy. Like, you have to have layers of managements and employees that can take your business to the next level. And then later on, when your business is really doing well, you can either keep at it or you can sell it. But nobody's buying a business that doesn't work. So just remember that. All right, guys, kisses from Bern, Switzerland. Bye-bye. Going to make your product better. So the dog is dragging branches. Yeah, think I was gonna come here alone? No!